My role at Simplot is to maintain grower relations and provide service and new products and ideas to my customers. With the price of fertilizer being the way it was this year, it was imperative to try and figure out a way to keep essentially my growers in business. I mean, fertilizer got really expensive, and we have this technology where we can, make fertilizer more efficient. The soils that we have around here range greatly. I mean, we've got sandy loams all the way down to almost pure sand and then heavy clay grounds. And all of it contains pretty high amounts of calcium. And so we wind up really benefiting from the addition of AVAIL to the phosphate, keeping that from essentially tying up with all the calcium in the ground. 3 years ago when I first started, I actually did strip trials in fields where I would inject phosphate fertilizer in the row where we're going to plant crops, and compared having the AVAIL treated phosphate versus the untreated, and actually I've seen visual differences out there in the field where especially like on onions, you can see around the third leaf stage where those onions that have the AVAIL take a commanding lead over the standard practice. One of the most impressive ones that I've seen that I was actually impressed with was happened in these fields that we're standing in right now. This crop was just planted this fall, but before we had winter wheat here. And there's 4 fields here, and 2 of them I treated with NutriSphere on the wheat, and 2 I didn't. And it's 140 acres altogether. And where I had the treated NutriSphere, we gained 17 bushels per acre. And it's not a university trial where it's so cut up. This is this is a farmer trial. I mean, this is what you would see on a farm, if something's going to work or not. And so we did it on a large scale, and I was impressed. I mean, 17 bushels with this wheat market that we had was pretty good. It was about a 24-to-1 return. Liquid fertilizer, I have found that when I incorporate AVAIL with the liquid phosphates and kind of a starter fertilizer form has shown really good results. Every time I've done it out in the field, no matter what the crop is, I can see a difference. And so, I pretty much use that marriage on just about everything I'm applying liquid phosphate to. And then NutriSphere, I've used that liquid as far as a side dress on onions and potatoes and sugar beets. I've also used it on dry fertilizer by putting it on mint in season. I'm pretty prudent. I mean, my reputation's on the line when I come out here and talk to these growers, and there's not too many silver bullets out there. And I'm not saying this is, but to me it's proven that it does create results, and they're positive results. And so, when I go out and talk to a customer, I got to make sure that, what I'm talking about is going to happen. I don't want to be selling a snake oil to my customer and putting my reputation on the line, as a fly-by-night type of salesman. Things that I sell, they better perform, or else I won't sell them. Plain and simple. And AVAIL NutriSphere have proven to me that they have produced.